So just taking a very quick look at the stats from game 2, all about Sherbini once again. 7 winners for the #1 seed, slightly better from Tayeb. A few too many unforced errors as we hit the 3rd game. 16 winners for Sherbini, so she's certainly on point with her short game camps.
Yeah, it's double the winners, isn't it?
Yeah.
Less errors, double the winners, so that tells the story, really. I mean, her ability to just finish is phenomenal, and it can be anywhere in the court, to the back, to the front. It really is phenomenal.
Oh dear, oh dear. That's not bad.
It wasn't a bad serve. The serve
It's off the sidewall, wasn't it? With a performance like this as well, Pence, obviously the crowd certainly getting behind the players here, which is great to see.
Great response.
Yeah, and a wry smile from both players. But for somebody like Sherbini, not that it will be on her mind, but with a performance as clinical as this, what kind of a message does that send out possibly for the opponent in the other side of the draw?
You know, I don't think they were looking at it too much at this stage. I think they're just, I mean, how many go hard, they'll be just so into their own world today, one match at a time. I mean, Sherbini doesn't even look at the draw. Yeah. She didn't even know she's playing half the time. No. She just loves playing squash. But it's what it is. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but it really is for these guys, just one match at a time. Yeah. Just get through this match and then we'll deal with tomorrow. Yeah.
The hold and the threat again, you can see.
Just caught the sidewall there. Yeah. That was lovely. The way she played that again, it was on the way to the back corner.
Well, British Open was made extremely famous for so many reasons, but none other than that great man there, Jahangir Khan, 10-time undefeated champion of this event. 555 matches unbeaten, 4.5 years camps.
Incredible.
Didn't drop a game. He didn't drop a game for 4.5 years.
Incredible. I mean,
did you ever get to play, JK?
I didn't know. I was a bit too young, but I think we saw Ross Norman in the crowd there, who was the first player to beat him after the length of 4.5 years. Won it 5 years? No, 5 years unbeaten.
5.5 years.
5 years.
5.5 years unbeaten. 4.5 years didn't drop a match. Yeah. It's in Toulouse, and that's the man there.
Simon Park next to Ross Norman, the legendary Ross Norman, we were just talking about.
The Kiwi, he'll be here to support Paul Cole, who will be in action later on this evening. Terrific pressure through the middle of the court, and you can see she's really digging deep here, Tayeb.
Just going back to Ross Norman there, you know, you probably remember this, he had a parachute accident.
6 months before, right?
Yeah, and he was ranked 7 or 8 in the world. He was like a top 10 player. He had this accident. He was told that he might not play again, and he said it really
rejuvenated.
Yeah, to get back and to train and to really come back a different player. And he went to beat Jahangir Khan, got to world champion, world number 2.
To the world final in Toulouse, I think that was.
And I think he played him 30 times before he beat him. He was world number 2, and he lost to him 30 finals. He beat everybody else, but he couldn't beat Jahangir.
Wow. Well, what a time to do it. And this is a good spell from Tayeb. It's the last chance saloon, really.
Stroke to Tayeb. 7-5.
Well, this has been an exceptional phase from Tayeb here.
It's quashed. There you see Sherbini. You speak about hitting targets, David, in all 4 areas of the court, and Sherbini finding a range there.
I mean, you'll know this, PJ, as a former top player, but you know, quite often it's danger time when you do actually get a lead, because the player that you've got the lead against has to respond,
and you know it's coming,
and you have to respond to that. So it's almost like if you stay at the same level, they're going to come back at you. You have to respond again. And your great players respond, and this is what Sherbini's doing here. She, you know, she's 7-5 down, sends the danger time, and up to level.
Yeah, she's closing in now, Sherbini, finding that range. 3 points of booking her place into tomorrow's final. Trouble. Starting to look a little bit laboured with the movement here, David, late stage of this third game for Tayeb.
This is brutal rally. It's a great finish.
As we just creep over the 30-minute mark, Laura Mazzaro, former British Open champion herself, in the midst of this unbelievable crowd here in Birmingham. As Tayeb draws all square in this third.
Tayeb throwing everything at this now, PJ.
Yeah, well, it's now or never for the number 5 seed. Oh, that's hard. That's a hard movement, isn't it?
That's going to be a stroke, yeah. Again, just got setting off late. Just got the racket up early, showed the drop, just turned it. Good execution on that. Great line. You hit the right area and you get your opponent setting off late. It's a double whammy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Horrible to play against. Look at that. Almost sunk into the... couldn't read it.
Completely stuck. Well, the decision upheld.
Has one review remaining. Hand out 9-8.
Jenny Denyer sat next to Zina Bullridge. Jenny Denyer does some sports psychology with the England team players. Zina, the WSF president, World Squash Federation.
Oh, you could see there the edginess of the forehand volley drop. She knew it was on, Sherbini. Just clipping the top of the tin, so testing time here for the current champion. Oh dear. Oh, that's closer to a no-let for me, David.
Was she in a backswing a little bit?
Yeah,
no?
but look at the shaping of Tayeb. For me, there was no intention to play the ball.
She stepped back.
She just looked for the player.
Yeah.
She's just looked for her there. I'd go. I would have, well, possibly reviewed that if I was Sherbini.
There was a step back, wasn't there?
There was no intention of playing that, really. This is pressure from Tayeb. That was big, that was huge. I mean, there wasn't much margin for error here. ElSherbini had to get her body extremely low to take this backhand volley drop in. Check this out, David. You're a man who loves a bit of technical detail.
Yeah, look at the racket. The racket through that ball there, just open face, direct, straight swing, direct through the line of the ball to the corner, exactly where she wants the ball to go. Very simple, uncomplicated. It's what she does over and over.
Thank you. Hand out 10-9, match ball.
Noor ElSherbini serving with her first match ball in this first semi-final of today's play. Terrific. More patient there.
Yeah,
from
very
Tayeb.
patient rally from both, actually. The hitting was good, wasn't it? All in good areas. Very patient work from Tayeb, and
10-all.
was that back to 10-all?
Well, she did this in a quarter-final match. Tayeb reverted to hitting to the back two corners with more regularity. By far the best spell of the match for both players.
This is tough.
Oh, she just kept the top of the tin. Well, that says it all, really. He cannot believe it.
11-10, game all.
Tayeb was left scurrying around behind Sherbini.
I think he's in bet 365, isn't he? He's got his money on
He's obviously
Sherbini.
got his money on for a 3-love win. Tayeb now serving with a game ball to breathe some more life into this semi.
Yes, Lex.
Oh, worth the review, for sure.
Dear oh dear, the old hospital pass has been thrown to Roy Gingell as the video ref.
What do you think here, PJ?
It's heavy. I think it's heavy, David. I think it's a heavy attempt at a backhand kill. I mean, that's poor. The second bounce is through the middle of the court. I can see this getting overturned, and it is. And the crowd have gone absolutely wild here.
12-10.
He's got it. He's lost the house. The 3-love win for Sherbini is no longer possible. Players make their way to their respective corners. 12-minute third game, 36 minutes on the clock now. Sherbini still leading by 2 games to 1.